All right. So I got time. Time on my hand. Since you've been away, boy. Let me put this in my playlist. I ain't got no plans. Na 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 na. What's that? Who sang that song? It's slowly. Oh, going down. Mary J. I'm going down. Is it called I'm Going Down? Excuse me. I can't find it. Oh, it's the whole album. Time on my hand. Since you've been away, boy, I ain't got no plans. So I got time on my hands. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Honestly, I have no idea what this video is going to be about. I wanted to get into vlogging. I'm about to just tap into my website right now as I talk with you. I wanted to get into blogging, but I'm not into writing. Like, I'm into writing for myself. I'm not into writing online, like typing. I'm not into that. But I wanted to start a blog called A Monday in May. I need to give me some candles. Let me write down what candles I need. I wanted to write a blog about a Monday in May. In black and white. And summer solstice. I always get summer solstice and spring equinox mixed up. Like, I know it's fall equinox. I'm always like spring solstice, spring equinox, summer's equinox. Like, I'm always mixing it up. But you know the fucking vibe I'm talking about. Okay. So I need to get butterflies too. I'm honestly just adding things to my website as I go along. I wanted to build a email list, because I can get into an email list of like once a week I can write a post, but doing
an awesome online store with Shopify or Shopify Plus. And you're running ads and posting on social media to drive people to your site, but you just don't seem to be turning enough of these visitors into customers. That's where Privy comes in. Privy's highly targeted on-site displays and triggered email.
Let me add app. First of all, don't tell me that I haven't created a store. But yeah, I don't really know the type of energy I'm on today. Like, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really optimistic. Things are going the way that I am working towards. I wouldn't say planned, because honestly, things are not the way that I planned. But it's also like my plan is free game, open for everything, because anything can happen. Like, you need to understand that anything could literally happen in your life. And so the power, and I was thinking about this last night, the power is in your ability to know that anything can happen, to be prepared for anything that can happen, and to allow the flow and not to fight it. And that's when you have the most power, because at the end of the day, shit is gonna happen. And if you're able to be like, okay, I see. But if you're that type of person who's just like, I can't believe that happened to me, like, that was not what I wanted, I'm miserable, I'm so upset, you already lost. You lost in that, because you let it take over. You let a circumstance dictate how you feel about your personal power. and you lose like that. You do. And so being able to say, okay, I know what I'm manifesting, I know what I desire of my heart, but I also know that it may come in a different form. It may not come right now. This might be some prerequisites. There might be some work that needs to be done beforehand, and I'm open to it all. And that is how you win, baby. This life. I think I'm gonna paint it back up. So I had an interview, right? And so I opened I had a enter for with the laptop, and so I opened up the screen, and I'm sitting there like, oh, titties, okay. Then I took it down, but and then left my rest of my stuff. But yeah, having that power, my tights are ripping. The power of self is to know that you are in control and you are not in control. You're in control of self and you're not in control of everything, but you're in control of self, you know? And this being free, like, is so much that can happen in this life. And honestly, when you are connected to a divine source, and you are connected, it's your level of connectedness. If you are connected to the divine source and you communicate greatly with the divine source, your alignment, synchronicities, you see it all, you feel it all, you hear it all. That divine source understands that you know your place and is going to utilize you, use you. And it's so funny because, like, I'm not big into, Catholicism, Christianity. I don't go to church, and I've been around, religious energy. I've had a best friend in the past who was Seventh-day Adventist, and I went to church before, and I knew her family, and I have best friends who are Muslim, and I have, it's across the board. My father's Muslim. I dabble, I touch, I see, I feel it all, But having the energy that God says that He uses you, and, you're being used for the greater purpose, the greater good. And that's how you're used. Because when God sees that you are aligned with the energies of, I don't call God Him. I don't. Honestly, God to me is energy, and specifically the balance of life. And so the divine and the masculine, the sun and the moon, the day and the night, for the Bible to say, let there be light, that means that there was darkness, And so the day and the night, the day and the night, the light and the dark, sun, moon, and all those powerful, simple energies, you know what I mean? That are the balance of life. Springtime is a good time for you to even realize that, because when it's raining all weekend, and just rained all weekend, it was cold, it was nasty. I went out yesterday. I don't want to call it nasty because I appreciate and I respect and honor the weather, but it was cold. Like, it was mad cold yesterday. Today is mad hot. And it's like, it's not even about me. It's not about us, the humans. Like, the earth is not like, oh, let me make it hot for y'all. Let me give y'all a little sun. Y'all can act up. No. The earth is like, okay, I gave the plants and the me. I fed back into me water so that the leaves can grow, so that the summer is abundant in greenery, and replenished and nourished. And gotten that for 2-3 days, and now it's sunny because now the plants and the green and the foliage needs sun. And so now everybody out acting up. And so, I mean, I must eat and I must head out too because I got shit to do. But that's the type of time. Like, that's the motherfucking type of time. Like, I don't know what I was talking about. But springtime is a good time for you to see the balance of the gods, and to know that, that's the energy of God that I speak to. And so when God sees that you are working with that energy, it repays you. It gives you back. It flows with you. It's like a ebb and flow, like here and here and here and here and here. And so staying in alignment is so important. It's really so important to be able to be open to all possibility, because all is possible, and to respect and honor that flow, the energetic flow, those messages that you receive, that intuition that you have in your gut, in your womb, and to enjoy life in that, And from that, you are rewarded. You are rewarded by letting by being open enough for the universe, the gods to use you. And you're rewarded when you risk your own sanity, your own comfort for the greater good, for the greater purpose, you know, to be able to say like I am free, I'm open to all. You are risking your safety and your comfort. You are, because you're like there's so much that can happen and I'm open to it, and it could be anything. It can literally be anything, and I'm okay and I'm ready and I can handle. And so you're putting this you're taking this weight off of you, but you're also, you have the world on your shoulders, you know? You have the world on your shoulders. That it makes me think about that let me see if I can find it on the internet. What is that statue called with the world is on his shoulders? Michelangelo or something like that? Statue. It's so funny. I don't really like talking about people that I know in real life on my YouTube, because I don't really want to make like a, you know, the relation. No, it's not like Michelangelo. Wait. I'm gonna say worlds on shoulders. But it cracks me up because I'm always like, I have to say where I know the person, like, oh my such and such, oh this person. But I know someone who uses the Siri, and instead of being like statue world on shoulders, they would be like, Siri, can you show me a picture of the statue that has the, and I'm like, yo, you can't say all them words. Like Siri don't know them words. Siri don't know them words. You better say 3 words maximum to Siri, and she's gonna let you know what time it is. All right, so I found some statues of the world on the shoulders. Atlas. Oh. I was recently dating. I wasn't even dating him. We were going on a fucking date. I met a guy who told me to look up Atlas, because he was into Greek mythology, and I was just like, me too. Like, I love that shit. I like it because it's so interesting. Like it's simple story, it's simple energy, but it's intensified as fuck. Like in Greek mythology, Atlas was a titan condemned to hold up the celestial heavens for eternity. Like, damn, that's what that statue is. To hold up the celestial heavens for eternity. He was condemned to, that was his punishment. When Atlas set down the apples and took the heavens upon his shoulders again, lived. Oh, wait, let me open it because I want to read it. Let's talk about this. This is so cute. It's Atlas, titan of endurance and astronomy. Endurance. Them to hold up celestial heavens for eternity after the Titanakami. Titanamaki. Atlas also plays a role in the myths of 2 of the greatest Greek heroes, Hercules, the Roman equivalent being Hercules. Oh, Heracles, and Perseus. According to the ancient Greek poet Hesiod, Atlas stood at the ends of the earth in extreme west. Later, he became commonly identified with the Atlas Mountains in northwest Africa and was said to be the king of Mauritania. Atlas was said to have been skilled in philosophy, mathematics, and astronomy. In antiquity, he was credited with inventing the first celestial sphere. In some texts, he's even credited with the invention of astronomy itself. Atlas is, and we say use Atlas now for maps. We call it for the map. The Atlantic Ocean means Sea of Atlas, while Atlantis means Island of Atlas, with some myths calling the deity of a King Atlas. Okay. And the statue is him holding it up. And so, you know, like, he could either look at this like he's condemned and punished. Why was he punished? Why was he condemned? I'm not sure. And punishment. And his brother, Atlas and his brother, Menoetius, sided with the Titans in their war against the Olympians. The Titans were defeated, many of them, including Menoetius, were confined to Tartarus. But Zeus condemned Atlas to stand at the western edge of Gaia and hold up the sky on his shoulders, as he was Atlas, Telamon. Enduring Atlas and became a doublet of Kois, the embodiment of the celestial axis around which the heavens revolve. Mm, mm, mm. So it's a punishment, but it's also like an honorable punishment. I think that's so important to note that this is honorable, that the gods have told him this is what you have to do in order to maintain, in order to be here, in order to, you know, redeem yourself. What is it that you have to do to redeem yourself? It's so interesting because I'm so, every Ramadan I'm always like, I really want to try to fast, but fasting, I'm honestly nervous about it because I'm not used to it. So I wouldn't do it full fledged, like wake up before the sun and eat and then not eat until after the sun sets. I know that is gonna make me really sick, and me and being sick don't really go well together because I just can't get nothing done. And so I was gonna do it in smaller ways, but I wasn't exactly sure exactly what I wanted to do because I can see how like to be punished is to redeem yourself. To punish yourself is to redeem yourself. But I also feel like I'm gonna be honest with you. I also feel like as a Cancer woman, right? My one of my true desires in this life is to be a mother and to be a partner, a wife, a divine feminine figure of home. And so that's literally all I really want. Like I work hard for my career and for my, like purpose and like success and wealth. But that's me working with myself and working with the energies of the gods, right? So that I can maintain because it's literally the effort I put in is what I'm going to get back, and just learning and understanding different realms of business and of work ethic, of morale. Like that's something I love doing that stuff. I love working, so I don't mind that. But one thing I don't have my hands and I can't control is falling in love, right? And so that for me that is so complicated and it feels like I'm being punished because it's something that I have no control over and it's something that has not come easy for me. And it cracks me up because I'm like when I get beside myself and I'm like, oh my God, me and God, I'm talking to God and I'm being me. Oh my God, God. All I want to do is to be in love and to have my babies and to just why is it that I cannot have that? Why? Why? That's all I want. And so part of me is like, well, also too, maybe it's not your time. That's one. But also another part of me is like, that might be something that you may be punished for. Is not having that of your life and having to go through, the heaviness of not having it and, those feelings of discomfort and having to constantly like evolve and grow and change and transform and transmute and to like heavily work with energies that, are going to test you. So it's one of those things too, like, your limits and the gods are not gonna the God energy is not gonna give you anything that you can't handle. This is true. And anything that you are given in this life and to deal with, you can handle it. You can. It's given to you for a good reason. And don't ever think that you are weaker than what you are, presented with because you are of strength. If you come from divineness, and everyone does. It's a matter of you realizing what level of divine are you, and like tapping into it. I don't know. This video was just cute. Talking time. 19 minutes. I'm done. I'm about to eat and I'm about to head out. See what's going on for the day. T T T.